Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Against the Call. Today, we have episode 46, and, as usual, we're going to go over through all the segments that we're going to talk about. The first one is going to be the pregame, as always. Then we're going to head into our way too early 2024 first overall NFL pick. We're going to have our NBA playoff update, the Bronny James commitment, our Mount Rushmore, the best college football mascots, the NHL playoff update, lunch table talk, was the NHL lottery rigged, and also a little bit about Connor Bedard. Then we're going to have our NCAA college football conference realignment. Is it good or bad? And then we're going to have our draft day, best mobile games, and then we're going to end it with the post game as always. So let's just jump right into the pregame, guys. We can't thank you enough. Summer's hit. So there's not a lot of school going on right now. We're able to produce a lot of clips for you guys, and man, it's paying off. And we can't appreciate you guys enough for all the support you've been showing. Whether it's hating on me and Mike for something that we said, it's still a comment. So thank you. It helps the algorithm. We appreciate that. But with the clips, it's helped us earn a lot more followers. We're already past 530 followers now on Instagram, which we really support and, or we really like, sorry. And with YouTube, the YouTube's just going off right now, Mike.
Yeah, it is.
We got 162 subs as of the last time I checked. Maybe people don't like us anymore. They've unsubscribed by then, but who knows? It's great to see that. So thank you guys again for just going to our socials, following us there, subscribing, liking these videos, commenting on them and everything like that. It means the world to us. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it going. Bright future ahead for Against the Call and OuttaPocket Sports, our overall brand that we are under. But yeah, anyways, Michael, how's your day? I'm sure the viewers don't really care that much, but how's your day? I care.
It's pretty good. I think they care about my life.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just messing around. But yeah, let's jump into it. You ready to talk some sports, Mike? I'm ready.
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk the very first segment, our way too early 2024 first overall NFL pick. Michael, who you think is going to have the first overall pick in the next draft?
Okay, so we're going with, I have both things, because when I read this, we could have went two different ways. What team will have the first pick, or who will be the first pick?
Oh no, the team.
Okay, I have both, luckily.
Okay,
but
I think we already all know. I think we all know who's going to be first overall pick. Caleb Williams.
Yeah, okay,
that's the whole ordeal right now. Is just Caleb Williams. Maybe teams are going to tank for him. Maybe teams are going to.
That's what I think will happen. That's why I think the Commanders are going to have the first pick and draft Caleb Williams, because I think they're going to be a lot worse than they were last year. I think they got lucky last year with how well they did. They really need a quarterback. Do y'all really want Sam Howell as your starting QB in the future? Who knows? He could do good. Anything can happen. But I think the Commanders might do a little bit of tanking to go and get Caleb Williams. However, I also think the Cardinals could be bad this year because losing J.J. Watt, who knows what's going on with Kyler Murray. They might be keeping DeAndre Hopkins. So if they do keep DeAndre Hopkins, then I think the Commanders will end up being the worst team. But, other teams like the Falcons could be. The Raiders might be. I don't think the Raiders. I think that's out of these four, I think they're the least practical to be the first pick. But I'd say Commanders or Cardinals are pretty even, depending on if DeAndre Hopkins stays and if Kyler Murray plays half the season and DeAndre Hopkins there, I think they'll win a couple games. Budda Baker's gone, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So that's a tough loss for them. I don't think they'll win the division, but if they still have Kyler and that DeAndre Hopkins connection, they can win a few games.
Yeah, so, the Commanders, I've seen a lot of lists, saying Commanders, Cardinals. This doesn't have to do with what I'm going to pick, but also a lot of people have said the Bucks. I'm not going to lie. There's been a lot of people saying the Bucks.
I think they could be a top 10 pick.
I think so too. I think it's possible to happen. I don't want it to happen, coming from a Bucks fan, but who knows what's going to happen with the entire quarterback situation. They just signed John Wolford. Great pickup, obviously.
Yeah.
But no. Yeah, man, the Commanders, that is very likely to happen. I agree with you. But I got to go with the second option that you said, the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray's missing half the season.
Yeah.
With injury. So with that, and then you also have the possibility of DeAndre Hopkins leaving. It's possible that he stays, maybe. But let's be real about Budda Baker. He's out. Like, Budda Baker's leaving. And on top of that, I mean, you also lost J.J. Watt last season. The only real bright spot of last season was J.J. Watt. Now you've lost him. And
other than when Hopkins came back, of course.
Oh, yeah. And that's another thing, too, that I want to talk about is if the Cardinals do have the first overall pick, everybody expects Caleb Williams to go first overall.
Mm-hmm.
Will they draft him, or are they going to trade it if they do get that first overall pick?
I mean, personally, I think Kyler is good. So I think it'd be smart to trade down a little bit because they can probably get, like, if wide receiver is gone, they can probably get Marvin Harrison.
That's what I'm.
And replace DeAndre Hopkins later.
Yeah,
because there's a chance they can probably even get him at like 5. But who knows? I would, if I was the Cardinals. You have Kyler. I think Kyler's good. I would trade down.
Yeah, and now that's the other thing too. What if they do draft Caleb Williams because of a bad season from Kyler Murray? What would that mean for Kyler Murray? I mean,
I think they could, if they go the Caleb Williams route, they could probably trade Kyler and get a good amount for him. If they plan on tanking this season, they could probably, like Commanders, for example, they can get a couple picks, and honestly, they can probably get Antonio Gibson out of it because they will probably need a running back later. Other than they have James Conner.
Yeah.
But
see, I'm agreeing with you on the standpoint of like Kyler Murray will probably do decent whenever he comes back. And that could lead them to still just tank even with him coming back. But then whenever the Cardinals do get that first overall pick, like I think that they're trading it. I think it's going to be a situation just like the Bears this past season, trading it to the Houston Texans Panthers. Sorry. Yeah, no, but the Panthers, the Panthers in dire need of a quarterback, they go and get that, right? So I think that's going to be a situation that the Cardinals come across. I truly do think the Cardinals will have the number 1 overall pick in the 2024 draft.
Yeah, I can definitely see that happening. And like I said, I think they should trade it, the first pick. Like Falcons would be a good team to trade for. Falcons are in dire need of a quarterback. I mean, they lost Marcus Mariota now. They have Desmond Ridder. Like Desmond Ridder, Caleb Williams. Like, who you taking here?
Yeah.
I'm taking Caleb Williams. You can probably trade your first, couple seconds, and maybe a future first, and get that pick out of the Cardinals right now because their whole organization is like in crumbles right now. Dude. Falcons can probably get it for pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And even the Commanders too, because they have more stuff they could trade for players. They may not have to give up many picks. They have a lot of they have Terry McLaurin. Cardinals might offer him, but I don't see them trading Terry McLaurin. That's the only price spot on their team. But yeah.
Yeah, and with Marvin Harrison Jr., I think that this could be the first wide receiver we've seen in a while go top 3.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of iffy with saying you could get him top 5 because I've seen a lot of things saying this man could go top 3.
Yeah, and I think it's very possible. And I got to ask you this question. Is Caleb Williams legit? Like, I know that you don't watch a lot of college football.
Honestly, he's one of the people I have been watching a lot. Like, not a lot, but like most out of college football. And I watch his play, like him playing like through videos and stuff, and he does look legit. Like he's good. He had over 40-something touchdowns this season, over 4,000 yards. And I think this season is going to like a make or break for him for the draft because his team only got better. Like USC did very good in the transfer portal. They got a 4-star wide receiver in Dorian Singer, 1,000 yards season for him last year. Their defense got like a major help with Bear Alexander, Christian Roland Wallace, and more into the transfer portal. So I honestly can think this team could make a playoff run in the college playoffs. And
it's Lincoln Riley, man.
Yeah, I know that's the thing. That is the thing. But I think if Caleb Williams does lead, like he is the reason they would make the playoffs, not Lincoln Riley. It would be carried by Caleb Williams. If they make the playoffs.
Lincoln Riley's a great coach.
But like the playoffs though. Like
he's he's led teams to the playoffs, but they never have won the playoff game.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Like I think if Caleb Williams goes all the way and wins, that he's definitely legit. Like he won Heisman last year. I think he could win it again this year. I think he has the team for it to win it this year again. And I do think he's a legit quarterback, and he could make a big bang in the NFL.
I have this like very weird feeling that there's going to be something this upcoming college football season that makes Caleb Williams not an number 1 overall pick.
Why?
I don't know what it is, but I feel like he has everything for him, and I'm sure he's probably going to lose to Utah, like, again. That he's great at that. I don't know, man. Like, there's just something I can't explain it, but I feel like I'm not a huge Caleb Williams guy, if I'm being honest. And that comes in the sole fact that in college football, it's hard to lose to the same team twice, and he did that. And both times were not in great fashion. How do you let yourself do that and at the same time write "fuck Utah" on your nails? I mean, that's like something I don't really know, but when it comes to Caleb Williams, people I've read different things. Next Patrick Mahomes are calling him. I don't see that. If I'm coming from my own personal opinion, I don't see it. I honestly think Max Duggan deserved it more last year. He had less losses than Caleb Williams.
Oh,
Jeez.
you think he's Patrick next Patrick Mahomes?
Oh, dude, maybe. Sorry. Jeez.
Patrick Williams.
But think about this too. Max Duggan had one loss, overtime game for a Big 12 championship that he played his heart out. And he won a playoff game against a hard Michigan team. And Caleb Williams wins Heisman after losing to the same team twice and also losing to Tulane. That's why I was really against some of these like the Heisman last year. It didn't feel right. It didn't sit right with me. And I mean, Caleb Williams, he's shifty. Like, he's very good on his feet. Very, very good. He's very mobile. He's very good at juking.
And he can sling it too.
He can obviously sling it. I mean, but at the same time, he had Jordan Addison last season, who was incredible for him. I mean, yeah, USC did do good, and Lincoln Riley's that good of a coach. He's a great recruiter. That's how he's able to get all these big names.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen this upcoming season? I think USC will be at the top of Pac-12. Utah, watch it be Utah and USC again.
It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row.
Yeah. Let's start putting that narrative out there for Caleb Williams. Who knows, man? But yeah,
we'll see what happens. So Commanders or Cardinals. Cardinals will probably be the worst. I think they'll trade it to either the Commanders or Falcons, and Caleb Williams going 1. That is my final.
If he does good the next season.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm saying. Like,
this is way too early, though, so we're expecting him to do good.
Exactly.
Like, this will probably change when that season's over.
Yeah, because, I mean, who knows what's going to happen with Drake May? I mean, Drake May is the clear-cut second favorite to be the second best quarterback drafted. But who knows? I mean, Drake May, what was it last year? His freshman or sophomore year? I'm sorry, I'm blanking. But it was either freshman or sophomore year, and he was top 5 or top 6 in Heisman voting. Insane. And now he's expected to do incredible this season, which even leads me into my next point. Like, whenever we come back to our early predictions of the conference finals, I might change mine. I might have North Carolina in the ACC championship. Now, I don't know for sure, but I'm just thinking ahead. Just like, we'll see what happens the first few weeks with Drake May, but
yeah,
I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Do you have anything else for way too early?
All right, that's it.
Let's move on to our NBA playoff update. Last night there was some great games on. The Suns versus Nuggets were one of them. Nuggets win against the Suns 118-102, and they now have the control of the series 3-2. And I think the next game is going to be played back in Phoenix. So and they've lost both of their games in Phoenix.
Yeah, it would be in Phoenix. Game 6.
So yeah, Mike, this is a super, super big thing. Jokic is just still killing it. And what do you see happening here? Do the Nuggets close it out next game, or does this series go to 7?
I'm predicting it's gonna go to 7. Both teams are like Nuggets won their 2 games at home. 3 games at home. Suns won their 2 games at home. It's really hard to beat a team at their home stadium.
Yeah.
Or home arena. Sorry, not stadium. But and I think the Nuggets, like we said before, have those players to win at home. But I think and because of that, I think it will go to 7.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm agreeing with you. A little bit of the stats. Stat line here for Kevin Durant. He had 26 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists in last night's game. Jokic had 29 points, 13 rebounds, and 12 assists. And I think he broke or set some sort of like triple-double record for maybe centers or something. Yeah, I think it was centers. And he asked Shaq like if Shaq was on that list, and Shaq's like, "Nah, I never dished it out, big honey." So yeah, that was a funny night for Shaq and Jokic there. But also, I saw Jokic playing around with the GM. He went up to him with a ball. He was like, "Oh," like that. And they were laughing about it. So everything's chill. Everything's cool.
I mean, it's pretty easy to get on. Jokic was just in the heat of the moment. Like you can tell he's a nice guy. So
exactly. He's a nice guy. Nothing crazy's happening.
Just
there.
the heat in the moment.
Exactly. I mean, the adrenaline that's going through you in that moment, and then you got some freaking nerd holding onto the ball. No. Oh. Don't touch my ball. These are my players.
Stop it. I have it.
That's exactly what it's like. I mean, we were saying about it on the last podcast. It was like 5-year-old, dude.
No, it's my ball. It's my turn.
And then you just got this huge ass white dude just taking that shit from him, bro.
The bully.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. But let's head into the next game that Michael's going to love talking about. The 76ers versus the Celtics. 76ers take control of the series 3-2 with a 115-103 game winner that happened in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Joel Embiid, 33 points, 7 rebounds, 4 blocks. Jason Tatum, 36 points and 10 rebounds. Jason Tatum has been a little wishy-washy on some of these games.
He starts off the past 2 games. He started off bad.
Yeah, and now he's dropping.
Then he picks it up. Then he picks it up. So
I mean, that's just the caliber of a player that he is.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, you can't judge a player solely on like a few bad performances.
Yeah.
You know, especially in the playoffs, because they might bounce back, and that's exactly what happened with Jason Tatum here.
That's what he keeps doing. Like if he does bad at the beginning, he learns from what he did wrong, and then he fixes it fast, and he ends the game with 25 plus points, 30 plus points.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, with this matchup, this was not a close game. This one was not close. It was 12-point win for the 76ers in Boston. Off the game. Yeah. Me and Mike were hanging out with each other last night, and the plan was to watch this game. And we didn't watch
I had it on my
second.
phone every once in a while, and I'm like, I'm not watching this. It just was bad.
So, I mean, Michael is predicting the series goes to 7.
Yeah, this happened. I'm getting deja vu from last year with the Bucks. 3-2 lead with the Bucks. Celtics won the last 2. Hopefully that happens again. Please.
Next one's going to be in Philly. And I mean, Celtics are used to winning in Philly.
Yeah, they won 1 game in Philly earlier in the series. So thank God, please.
All that shit talking about the 76ers, if it all adds up to this.
It does.
Let's move into the next game that's happening tonight as we record this. So the things we're going to say about this game, it already would have happened. And these are 2 games that could end the series tonight as we record this. And the first one is the Heat versus Knicks. Tonight, the Miami Heat lead this series 3-1. Jimmy Butler's averaging 22.9. Julius Randle's averaging 25.1. Was still a god-awful field goal percentage. But yeah, dude. And I'm looking at the line here in New York, under 3.5, over under 209 points. And this is going to be played in Madison Square Garden. So, tough matchup here if the Knicks fans show up. I don't know, but Jimmy Butler's playing this game. And the only win that the Knicks have gotten this entire series was when Jimmy Butler didn't play.
Yeah, I think the Heat are winning
and
tonight.
Even then, without Jimmy, I think that game was still really close. Let me see if I can find that real fast. But yeah, you can talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, I think the Heat are gonna end up winning this. The Knicks just lost their mojo in this series. They were doing really good in the first round, and then Jimmy Butler went all over them. Pause.
I really can't find it right now. It's gonna take me forever. But yeah. So this is pretty big.
It was a 111-105.
Yeah, 6-point game without Jimmy. And now Jimmy's back, and I mean also without Tyler Hero. Obviously, all these games have been, but dude, this is I think they close it out tonight.
Yeah, I do too. I think they're gonna win.
I truly think so too. I could care less that it's in Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden is where villains are made. And Jimmy Butler's about to be another villain, just like Trae Young.
Jimmy Butler's villain arc.
I love Jimmy Butler so much, dude.
Yeah, I do too. But the other game is Lakers Warriors, where the Lakers can end it in Golden State. LeBron would love this. He gets to beat them again.
Yeah. So I mean, the entire narrative here is just, could the Warriors come up winning 7 games just like LeBron did to the Warriors before?
That would be funny.
And I don't know if you know this, but there's that corgi that hits the ball up in the air, the basketball, and it goes in whenever.
Yeah, it's on TikTok.
He had him going 3-1, and then Warriors winning the whole thing.
That's funny. It could happen.
The corgi's been right about us a lot of games.
A lot of games. Yeah, he is right a lot.
A lot of series. So,
is there something he has to say?
Huh?
Vegas? Is there something? Is this corgi?
He's an AI from Vegas. I bet you he is, dude. He's programmed by the Vegas bettors, by BetMGM, by DraftKings. He's programmed to basically just skew the betting odds.
That would be funny.
But other than that, yeah, the Lakers could end it tonight in Golden State.
Yeah, I could see it happening. It can go either way. Since it is in Golden State, it's still Steph Curry too. So I'm not going to count them out.
I actually, I'm not going to lie. In my head for this game, I have the Warriors winning. I just feel like it's too good to be true for the Lakers to 5-game series win.
Yeah.
Gentlemen sweep the Warriors. I think that the Warriors get the game tonight. But I don't know, man. This Lakers team is just on a complete mission right now. Like they've been so driven that I don't know, man.
Yeah, it'll be hard to beat them.
It's LeBron, dude. How old is LeBron? Like 39? I think he's 39.
But Steph is the guy to beat him.
Yeah, exactly. If anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Steph. Because if the Lakers go on to beat the Nuggets, or to play the Nuggets, sorry, I don't know who I'm going to have in that series, because I'm looking at that series like this. LeBron on a mission to get another ring. His team is on fire right now. The Nuggets are on fire right now too. And this could be the year that the Nuggets finally get over the hump. Kind of like a situation like the Bucks finally going to the.
I would like the Nuggets to win, honestly. I wouldn't mind the Nuggets winning.
Yeah, like this could be the year that, in my head, like, don't get me wrong, this could come out like bad, but I'm not trying to. Like you know how it was the Bucks versus the Suns, right?
Yeah.
And the Bucks finally got over the hump. Giannis finally got the ring.
Yeah.
And he beat a really good Suns team. We could see Nuggets versus Celtics, and Nuggets finally get the ring for Jokic over a really good Celtics team. It's possible.
Or 76ers or Heat.
Yeah. But I mean, the Heat, if it's Nuggets versus Heat, Nuggets will be the the Heat will be the underdog.
Yeah.
So I'm not really using that as an example. But yeah, dude, anything's possible.
Yeah. And we'll see what happens. I'm hoping for the best for the Nuggets. I would like to see them do well.
Jokic needs a ring. Jokic needs a ring. At the same time, though, the Suns, like...
Would Jokic go down as one of the best centers in history if he gets that ring?
Well, let's see here.
Back-to-back MVPs.
Yeah, exactly.
Champion. Like, he averages how many points per game per season? That's...
Second in MVP voting for his third year.
Yeah.
So, how many other centers have won MVP? I mean, I know Shaq.
Wilt Chamberlain is one, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm not even counting Wilt Chamberlain, if I'm being honest.
Why? Wilt Chamberlain is a GOAT.
He is a GOAT, but I mean, I'm talking, like, think about his competition and think about Shaq and Jokic's.
Yeah, but Chamberlain did put up a lot of points. A lot of points.
Against short white guys.
So, Jokic averaged 24 this season, 27 last season, 26, 19, 20, 18, 16, 10. And he's only 27.
Jeez.
Only 27.
We could see him go down as one of the greatest centers ever to play.
He has a long career ahead of him.
But the thing is, though, in my opinion, he needs a ring.
He does need a ring.
How is he going to be at the level of Shaq if he doesn't have a single ring? I mean, how many rings does Shaq have? He had one with the Heat.
He had 4? Was it 3 or 4 with the Lakers?
It was something like that.
3 or 4 with the Lakers. Chamberlain was a 4-time MVP, 2-time NBA champ.
See. And then also, think about one of the greatest centers ever, Bill Russell.
Yeah, obviously him too. But he didn't average a lot of points.
He was rebounds. And at the same time, short white guys are going against.
Yeah, but with Wilt Chamberlain, man, averaged 50 points per game this season. Honestly, if you put Wilt Chamberlain in today's game, I still think he's going to be a solid center. Obviously, not 50 points per game year center.
Probably like
I can see
he could get 25 a game.
Yeah, I can see him getting 25 a game at least.
Yeah. I just put him in a damn 2K simulation. See what happens.
That doesn't matter. 2K doesn't matter. They're still going to do good if they're rated high.
I mean, they have Luka winning MVP every year. So
that's one. I want to see that happen. But we're getting off topic. Let's go on to the next subject.
So that actually wraps it up. Do you have anything else to say about the NBA playoffs? All right. Nope. Let's jump into our next segment. Bronny James committed. And we're a little bit late on the news, but this happened over the weekend. Bronny James went to his Instagram page and he posted a picture of him with a tipped-in edit, of course. Him committed to USC, the Trojans.
Yeah, the USC has got some big-name athletes right now.
Yeah.
Bronny, Caleb Williams, Isaiah Collier, for another basketball star.
Yeah, and just recently, Bronny James committed to USC, and one of his teammates is DJ Rodman, Dennis Rodman's son.
Oh, my God, yeah. That's cool.
So we're going to be seeing Bron's kid paired up with Dennis Rodman's kid. And, I mean, I guess Dennis Rodman's kid's a little bit more normal. He has normal hair, everything like that. I don't know if
that's supposed to mean.
I don't know if he's really like
shots
his dad.
at Dennis Rodman?
Everybody can agree Dennis Rodman's crazy. Everybody can agree on that. I love Dennis Rodman, though. He's actually really funny. And the fact that he just became friends with Kim Jong-un is just one of the most
random ass things.
It was insanely random.
Just goes to North Korea regularly on visits. Dog, what? How do you enjoy North Korea? That's like the last place I'd ever want to go to.
Imagine like the North Koreans seeing Dennis Rodman. They don't know anything other than what's in their small little square of a nation. And you see Dennis Rodman, this guy with smiley faces in his hair, and they have select hairstyles they have to choose from.
You're taught to hate Americans. This is an American that Kim Jong-un loves. Like, they're probably just like waiting. Like, they're all scared. They can't do anything. See Kim Jong-un traveling. Okay.
They're like unsure about who to cheer for in this situation.
What do we do? I don't know. I've never put in the situation. Who is that guy?
But yeah, man. So Bronny James committing to USC. It's going to be crazy to watch. I mean, USC was an 8th seed in the tournament last year. Lost to Michigan State by 10 points. I actually had them in my bracket upsetting Michigan State. But I don't know. I was stupid to doubt Tom Izzo. That was on me. But USC, they had a good shot. Only a 10-point loss. Not too bad. So who knows where this USC team could go? I'm all for it. I'm excited to watch whatever happens. They're going to have to go through teams like Arizona, though, who is just always going to be solid at basketball. But I got to ask you, Mike, how do you see Bronny James, how do you see Bronny James faring up in the college
basketball world? I think he'll do good. I think he'll end up being a key piece of this team. It's LeBron's son. LeBron can teach his son how to play ball, and he showed that he can ball out. I think he'll end up doing well. Do I think he's going to be a one and done? No.
Really?
I don't think he's. Well, actually, seeing that's LeBron, he could be. He has his ticket to the NBA.
This is what I'm going to say. Bronny is 100% going to be a one and done.
Yeah, it's just that. Let me rephrase this. If LeBron wasn't his dad and he still had he was still put in this position, he wouldn't be a one and done. I feel like he would stay another year.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. I just have this, like you have with Caleb Williams, I have this feeling that he's not going to be as good as people think, but I still think he's going to be a solid player.
Oh, no, I agree with you. I don't think that man is going to be starting. I don't actually, the first few games, I don't think Bronny's going to start. I think he's going to be a good 6-man role, but this team is already good. I mean, Bronny, I feel like Bronny does get a lot of hype, and I'm all for it.
He is good.
He is good. Yeah, I'm agreeing with that, but I feel like Bronny, he's going to have to prove himself to be NBA worthy, and he's going to have to do it on this USC team.
See a lot of people say, I forgot his little brother's name.
Bryce.
Bryce is better. People are saying Bryce is actually really good.
Yeah, I've seen that too. And the reason why Bronny will be a one and done is for the sole fact that
LeBron wants to play with him.
LeBron wants to play with him, and LeBron's not going to wait more time. He's 39 years old, or however old he is. I think he's 39. 38, 39. He's ready to start wrapping this up. In reality, basketball is like Tom Brady. He was able to go to 45, but he was covered a lot from his offensive line. Bron, he's suffered with injuries. He's passed for a few years. He's ready. Basketball is a more physically demanding sport than a quarterback position with a good O-line.
Yeah.
So I think Bron is just ready to start wrapping things up. Bronny's going to be a one and done. Go to the league, play with his dad, probably in Orlando.
No, I'll never play in Orlando.
So
we'll see. No, I don't. He won't be in Orlando. I think.
I'm just joking about
that.
I
think Orlando's actually going to be a little better this year.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But Ohio State missed Bronny. Oregon missed it. Michigan missed it. Those are the other big three teams that were in speculations to get him.
But I mean, he's I don't know if you've seen it, but he's literally 10 minutes away from his dad.
Yeah, at USC. That's why. I was thinking the two teams where he would go, USC or Ohio State.
Yeah.
The sole fact I say Ohio State is because LeBron always says, "Oh, I would have gone to Ohio State." So I thought maybe his son would go there for him, saying he did it for because he did it for LeBron and did it for his dad. Went to his dad's dream school that he would have gone to, but that's the only reason I could see Ohio State.
Yeah, the thing is I like Duke basketball, and for the longest time it was speculated Bronny was going to Duke.
I mean, it's technically one of the biggest schools.
He would wear Duke merch all the time, and Bron liked it. But I think the reason that didn't pan out is because Coach K left. Because Coach K was talking, a lot with Bron, talking a lot with Bronny. And this was around Bronny's freshman year that this was happening. And now Coach K retired. And also, I just read earlier a report, Coach K is actually going to start working for the NBA as one of the executive kind of directors helping drafts, the draft process and a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Definitely awesome to see that. But do you have anything else for the Bronny James commitment?
No, that's everything.
All right. So the next segment is going to be our Mount Rushmore college football mascots. Michael, you start us off.
All right. With my first one, got to go with obviously Brutus the Buckeye.
Yeah.
He's iconic. His head is huge. He's iconic. He's been a part of the Buckeyes game since 1965, 66 or something. The thing I like about it's barely changed. It's basically the same thing. They didn't really change much of it. It's just super iconic, so you have to put him on there.
Yeah.
And then my next one, I got the Notre Dame Leprechaun. He's not a full body suit. I like that. I love leprechauns in general. I think they're just it's a
Celtics fan.
Yeah,
so.
obviously. It's just a guy dressing up as a leprechaun matching the logo, which is just funny to me. And to me, it's I think the ones that don't have full on bodysuits, kind of like the Seminoles, sets them apart. Sets them a little further apart than full on body mascots. Unless it's the ones where they eat people, which is kind of funny to me. But but yeah, I think this one kind of sets them apart than the others. But with my next one, I got Big Red. This is something that's hard to tell what it is.
He's a Muppet.
The school says that it's the spirit of Western. I just think it's a blob, a red blob. To me, it's unique though. It's pretty unique. What's a mascot we could use? What about a blob? Just a red blob. And it's funny because hypes is the school that's not huge. It's not a huge school like Alabama, Ohio State, all them. But that mascot gets you hyped for all the games.
Yeah.
And then my last one, give me Nitro. UCF Nitro. Nitro.
Really? Nitro?
Nitro to me is one of the cleanest looking mascots ever. Dude, it's so clean. Also, he has a sword. And not just any sword, it's a huge ass sword too, dog. What other school has a cool ass sword? Plus he's gold, which makes him royalty to other mascots. But dog, give me Nitro on this Mount Rushmore.
Dude, I mean, I agree with you. It's going to be my honorable mention. I mean, the sheer length of a man's sword defines a lot about a man. So, Yeah, dude. Nitro, it would be my honorable mention, but great list, Michael, as always. I got to agree with you. Number 1 for me, Brutus. Shout out to my Nana. Huge Buckeyes fan. I don't really care for the Buckeyes. Sorry, Nana. But, she'll love that he's on that list for sure. He is iconic. And, I mean, even the first mascot to be rendered into this new NCAA video game was Brutus. Like, he's already been, he was the first mascot that they started messing around with in the game. So, obviously iconic. You covered a lot about him. Another one of my favorite college football mascots ever, he deserves to be on this Mount Rushmore, is Smokey.
Bro, Smokey, what? The dog?
Yeah, okay, look. Smokey is the most menacing dog ever. Like, Ugga is ugly. Like, I'm just going to be honest.
Bias.
He's ugly, bro.
Bias
My ass. I don't care, dude. You picked Nitro, so you're biased, too. You can't even say that.
Nah, I don't even go to UCF. Why am I biased?
You're planning on it, so.
Who said that? Go Eagles.
Eagles what?
Polk State. Give me the Eagles.
Give me the Golden Eagles from Polk State. You're like, what is Polk State, bro?
What the fuck is Polk State College?
But anyways, yes, dude, Smokey, and he's the cutest dog out of all the mascots.
He's menacing.
Yeah, but like, okay, it's like
he's a
this.
cute menacing.
Like, listen, hear me out. Okay, hear me out. There's a lot of cute kind of thing. Like, think of Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. He's kind of like a cute guy. Like, he's kind of like
I think you should probably said like Rocket or Groot, not Drax. Drax is the big buff guy. Whoa!
No. That's not what I'm saying. He's got his cute moments.
Cute moments.
Like, yeah, whenever he says something cute.
Dog, why did you say Rocket or Groot? That is so much better. What are you doing, dog?
Okay, it sounded better in my head. Anyways.
Yeah, Drax is cute.
So, yeah. Dude, Smokey. Give me Smokey. All right. Another one of the greatest college football mascots that deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore is, of course, the Stanford tree. I mean, come on.
That ugly-ass mascot's deserved, though.
Whenever you run around the field with no arms, and it's just an ugly-ass looking tree with a dumbass smile, and you just see white legs of the person running around, and it looks like a dumb Christmas tree on the field. Bro, how can that not be one of the greatest mascots ever? I mean, for a school like Stanford, like, I love Stanford, obviously. We've had Stanford guests on here. But for a school like Stanford, man, they need something to rally behind. And whenever that thing is at their football games, dude, running around like a dumbass, it's fun to watch. And also, don't even get me started about how fun it is to play in the NCAA video games. But for the last one of the most iconic college football mascots ever is the Oregon Duck. Obviously, the Oregon Duck is very iconic. It's basically like Donald Duck almost. Like that. Every time I see it, it just looks like Donald Duck to me.
What about the updated duck? The updated one? Where he's like he's like the updated Oregon Duck. The one is like in a full bodysuit, but it's like a. Hold on, what is the?
Are you talking about the one that was for Nike?
I think so.
The like sports like one that was like a guy in like a tracksuit almost that had like.
All right, let me look. Keep talking. Let me look it up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. It's just the Oregon Duck, and I think you gotta agree with me on that.
Yeah, it is like the duck one. The one that looks like Donald Duck is obviously up there. This one.
Yes. So that was a thing. I forgot exactly what they call him. They had a special name for him, and I can't remember if it was with Nike.
Mandrake, the Oregon Ducks mascot that didn't fly.
Yeah, that was crazy. And there's actually a lot of Oregon fans that like want that duck back.
He looks fine. I'm not gonna lie, but like Oregon Duck is better.
Yeah, he like I think that I remember them talking about it being like just too menacing. It just looked like weird.
Looks
at
like
the time.
Like a super villain.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to be a superhero. I think
he honestly looks more scary like a villain than a hero.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Robo-Duck, that's what it was. Robo-Duck.
Yeah, here it is. Spirit Halloween costume. Apparently.
No, I think that was from that meme.
Yeah. Live mascot, Oregon Ducks football, Nike design. So yeah, Nike designed this. Futuristic, kind of nicknamed Duck Vader
Duck faded.
And Robo Duck, but his real name was Mandrake. Freaking sick ass name, bro. Mandrake.
That is fair. That's fucking awesome.
Damn.
Mandrake the Robo Duck.
I know what I'm naming my kid.
Mandrake, come here.
Yeah, nah, never mind. Whenever you say it like that, nah.
I gotta sound like a dog. Mandrake, here.
Yeah. Mandrake, come here.
Mandrake, wash the dishes. You can call him his nickname Manny
or Drake.
Maybe
that's Drake's full name. Okay, but anyways, do you have anything else you had to say about Mount Rushmore?
No, that's everything.
All right, we're gonna head into our NHL playoff update, where last night a few games happened. That being number one, the Carolina Hurricanes, up 6-1 against the New Jersey Devils, and they take the series, or they're leading the series 3-1 right now. And we talked about this a little bit on the last episode. It's just going back and forth with high scores, and now Carolina bounces right back in New Jersey to win 6-1. Yeah. Absolute blowout.
I remember we were saying the Devils blew out the Canes, dog. Maybe. Nah, Canes took that personally.
Nah, I think John may have said something like that, but yeah, Canes are winning this series. Yeah, Canes definitely heard our podcast and took that so seriously. So, you guys, you're welcome. But fueling the fire.
Yeah, but speaking of 6-point games, Stars also tied the series with a 6-3 win.
Yeah, man, and this is, in my opinion, one of the best series going on right now. Stars versus Seattle. Both teams hungry.
Is it just me, or is this playoff series high scoring? There's a lot of high scoring games.
There has been quite a lot. I mean, the Golden Knights the other night went 5-1 against the Oilers. And then the Kraken that one night beat the Stars 7-2. The only close series games have been the Panthers versus Maple Leafs. And that one hasn't been a close series in itself because the Panthers are 3-1 now.
They're 3-0.
3-0. Sorry, I was looking at something else. But yeah, man. And then right after that, the games that are happening tomorrow are going to be the Devils. Oh, sorry. Hold on. It just went away. Tonight, as we film this, will be the Maple Leafs versus the Panthers. Panthers have a 3-0 series lead right now, and obviously they could close it out tonight against the Maple Leafs, which I hope they do. Our last guy that we had on, Steven Leonard, big Maple Leafs guy, but I don't care. I'm hoping that the Panthers win this series. And then also tonight, Golden Knights versus Oilers. One of the other better series that is happening right now. The Oilers have the chance to tie the series tonight 2-2 if they win. It's going to be in Edmonton.
I want to see Connor McDavid win, so I'm rooting for them.
Yeah, I mean, Golden Knights 1 seed, Oilers 2 seed.
I like both these teams, so I don't really care. But I do want Connor McDavid to win.
Yeah, I think the funny thing is like whenever we're looking at like NHL teams, we don't have a connection with the league. So a lot of the teams, I'm just like, I don't really care who wins. I don't have anything against that team.
Yeah, we need to pick a team to hate.
To hate? I already hate one team.
Not the Bruins. Okay.
Well, what's another team that you want to hate? I have a team that I actually want to hate, and it started from the 2021 Stanley Cup, and you can hate them with me. The Montreal Canadiens.
I hate Canadians. I'm joking. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll hate them.
Like, I remember that entire thing. I can't remember this. I think the series ended 4-2.
Let me check.
2021 Stanley Cup. You can always just double tap the screen to fast forward 10 seconds if you need.
So yeah, actually the Montreal Canadiens are the Bruins' biggest rival. So yeah, I'll hate them with you.
Yeah, dude. I actually don't like. Where is the series here? Okay, yeah, it was. Oh wait, no, it's 4-1. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah, so it's 4-1. Tampa Bay beat the Montreal Canadiens, and I remember all the Canadians saying playoff Price. That was their goalie at the time. Playoff Price is gonna come up clutch, and he got scored on every fucking game. And then they lost one game. They lost the one game, but dude, let's just hate the Montreal Canadiens, man. And if you're a Canadian fan in the comments, you can try and convince us, but we just decided right here on the podcast we don't like Canadians.
We literally made lists for teams that we're going to hate and like, and this has just been added. There's no changing our minds now.
Exactly, dude. Anything else?
No, that's everything.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for the NHL playoff update. But let's jump into a little bit more about the NHL. Our lunch table talk segment is back, and we're going to be talking about, was the NHL lottery rigged?
Yeah.
And also just kind of talking a little bit about Connor Bedard, however you say his last name.
Yeah, the prodigy, as people say, of NHL.
Apparently, he's going to be the next greatest NHL player. So you guys have heard it here first. Apparently, that's what's going to happen.
Heard it here on Against the Golfers. We have said it first. We'll get to that, but we'll talk about the lottery rigged, quote unquote. Now, so NHL fans are mad since the Blackhawks have gotten the first pick in this draft. They are mad because the Blackhawks have won 3 Stanley Cups since 2010. They usually make a good playoff push, or a good season for them. Yet the one year they do terrible, they're the third worst in the league this year. They get the first pick.
Yeah, and also I saw something that they lost their best player this last season, and now they're picking up the best player that some people are saying the best player to ever play hockey. He's basically the next Connor McDavid.
Yeah, so with him, he is projected.
Which I'm not saying that Connor McDavid is the best NHL player. I just want to say that out there. People might say
recently.
Yeah, recently. Obviously, Wayne Gretzky.
Connor McDavid right now is the best player in hockey. But Connor Bedard, like we said, he's super hyped up. He's been projected to be a top pick for years now, and he is only 17. This last season, he had 71 goals. 71 in the WHL for the Regina Pats. And the Blackhawks get the number 1 pick, so obviously you're going to pick him. He's like a prodigy. Like I said, he's insanely good.
Yeah, it's basically like how everybody's saying Caleb Williams is going to go 1. It's like this guy is obviously going to go 1.
Let's compare it to this. Trevor Lawrence. Well, I think this is a better because Trevor Lawrence was undefeated other than the playoffs, and everyone for years was hyping up Trevor Lawrence, saying this man's going 1. He's going to be the best. I remember because I wasn't huge into college football at that time, but I knew who Trevor Lawrence was because how hyped he was throughout all of football fans, and that's what I'm getting from with this. That's kind of who I see it close with.
Yeah, that or Peyton Manning.
Yeah, well, I wasn't really around for that. So
but we know about the hype that was around it. It was literally almost unanimous that people thought that he was going 1.
Yeah.
So it's basically like that almost.
Yeah.
Well, or 2019 NBA draft, everybody knew Zion was going 1.
Okay, yeah.
That's valid. Everybody knew, and some people even say that the Pelicans rigged that lottery too.
Yeah, I do remember that. But the fans are calling it, saying for the first pick, the fix is in. They're going to say the fix is in. And the reason people think it is rigged is because ESPN revealed the number 3, who got number 3, before it was even announced or official. ESPN revealed number 3. That doesn't look good. That does not look good at all. And it was trending right after the lottery ended. The NHL's rigged was trending.
Yeah, I saw that
for a while. But yeah,
this guy is causing a scene, man. The Blackhawks too, I just had to look it up too. The Blackhawks have missed the past 3 playoffs. I knew they haven't been recently. So yeah, they've missed the past 3 playoffs, and they lost their only bright spot on the team this past season. I don't know his name, but I saw something about it. And now they're literally getting a prodigy, as you said. One of the best hockey players since sliced bread is coming up into the NHL, and we'll see what happens.
That we will. But is that everything you have for that segment?
Yeah, I just wanted to cover it, and talk a little bit about, hey guys, the NHL lottery might be rigged. But anyways,
we'll see what happens. That'll be interesting. We'll keep you updated.
Let's move on to one of our last few segments. NCAA football conference realignment. Is it good or bad? And I wanted to add this into this episode because it's been talked about. I talked to a few friends about it recently, and it really just got my gears rolling. I want to hear Michael's opinion on it. So basically, the conference realignment's already been happening. UCF going into Big 12. A bunch of conferences are getting new teams. Conferences are, expanding. Sun Belt has picked up JMU. FCS teams are becoming FBS teams, which is cool to see. I like that part. I do enjoy that part. I like there being more FBS teams. But I want to hear your opinion on the possibility of super conferences.
That's what I was going to talk about. I don't really like it due to the fact of the making of super conferences. I feel like it makes the other conferences not as fun to watch because there's not the big teams in them. Like I like that UCF is moving to their new Big 12, but like when it comes to like, isn't it two more Big 12? Like two of the Big 12, like Texas is leaving and going to SEC now, and then there's other teams. I don't really like the fact of it because, like I said, it makes some other conferences not as fun to watch, which I don't really think it's needed either anymore because the playoff is expanding.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, if the playoffs weren't expanding, then it makes more sense. But now the playoffs are expanding, so now you don't really need to.
Yeah. I had to put my mic down because this is about to be a rant right here. Dude, this sucks. Like, the idea of super conferences is scary in itself because, like, think of it like this. Like, there's going to be like 20 teams in one conference. That's so stupid in itself to even think about. And Texas and Oklahoma joining the SEC is stupid. You have everything going for you. You are the top dogs of the Big 12 historically, and you can, few off years have been around, but they can come back so easily in their own conference. And you're going to throw that all away just to be ass in the SEC. I'm sorry, but Texas and Oklahoma are not going to fare up in college football. They might do it in, softball and a lot of other sports. They might, fare up in SEC play. But teams like that, where they're going to join the SEC, and then if super conferences start forming, there could be a possibility of a lot of not random, but a lot of schools that don't belong in the SEC joining the SEC, or teams that have been in the SEC forever leaving the SEC. Like, now don't get me wrong, I'm all for like Missouri leaving the SEC. Like, they don't do anything for the SEC. They don't belong in the SEC. Texas A&M joined the SEC in 2014, and now you have the Texas Longhorns, which is cool, bringing that rivalry back, sort of thing. But in reality, those teams don't belong in the SEC. The SEC stands for Southeastern Conference. Texas and Oklahoma and Texas A&M are all in like they're all in the South, but they're in the Southwest. Exactly. And it scares me because things have been so good with East and West Conference in the SEC. You play each other. The winner of the West plays the East. It works out good. And who knows what's going to happen next year whenever Texas and Oklahoma are joined. There's talks about making pod divisions with 4 teams in it, getting rid entirely of the East versus West. That's going to make the conference stupid, in my opinion. There's not going to be a level of competitiveness. Sure, the final SEC championship will be better because you'd see like Bama versus Georgia or, teams like that all the time. Like, it doesn't matter. But when it comes down to it, dude, you got to think about it like this. Like, Georgia playing against like not a crappy, sorry, but like LSU and Georgia, like the last SEC championship, it was like a blowout, but that team deserved a shot. At least they won the West. So who knows? I feel like I'm getting off on a dumb tangent right now, but I do agree, like, teams like UCF, BYU, Houston, and Cincy joining the Big 12 was needed because, number one, they're losing 2 of their biggest schools, and number 2, those teams deserve to be called up. Like, they deserve to have better competition.
They've had good history. Like, teams that have good history that aren't in, like, big conferences deserve a shot to be with a bigger conference to see what they can do.
Yeah. But, even with league realignment, we're having teams like USC and UCLA join the Big Ten, who was mainly all Midwestern to Northwestern states, or Northeastern too. It's not going to make any sense. It's going to make travel hard. And whenever you have these super conferences, it's going to be so stupid. And I hope it doesn't happen. And I did have this segment in here because we thought that Jay was going to join the show today. He wasn't able to. So I was hoping to see his opinion on it. But Yeah, man. I don't know. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, we can talk about it more when Jay is on this next.
Yeah, and definitely whenever college football starts up, and most of our scripts are college football. But I had to bring it up, and last minute script changes, still got to keep it in.
Yeah,
but we'll move into our last segment, draft day, best mobile games. And what's funny was we just talked about Jay being on. Last time Jay was on the show, I had best apps, so I wanted to just to kind of troll Jay and have like the same sort of aspect. But no, it's gonna be me and Mike both get 10 picks. Who has the first pick?
I do.
Okay.
So with the first pick, give me Clash of Clans.
Yes. Good. Very good pick, Michael. Very good. I'll take Clash Royale.
Yeah, I was more of a Clash of Clans guy. I love me some Clash of Clans.
Yeah, but when Clash Royale came out, it was all the hype.
Yeah, I'd still play Clash of Clans over. I wasn't a huge Clash Royale guy.
I remember that.
But with my next pick, give me Jetpack Joyride.
Yes. All right. Yeah, that's just an instant classic. Love that pick. Give me Subway Surfers.
Yeah, I still play Subway Surfers.
Me too. I have 2 games still downloaded on my phone. I mean, I haven't touched them in months, but Clash of Clans and Subway Surfers.
With my next pick, give me Pokemon Go. It's like that was huge and still is pretty big. Yeah. This is another game I have on my phone. I still play.
All right. Give me Fruit Ninja.
Dang, that's a good pick. Dang. Damn.
Dang, bro.
Damn. You know what? If we're gonna go classics, no, I'm not gonna go that one. Yeah, I think I can get that later. Yeah, never mind. I'm going classic. Give me Temple Run since you got Subway Surfers.
Yeah. All right. Give me a game. I mean, I really loved this game when it came out. Crossy Road.
Yeah, very good game. Where do I want to go next? Give me Hungry Shark.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that one. That's a great one.
Hungry Shark and the Hungry Shark Evolution. That series was fun.
Give me a game that I got to watch one of my best friends, Aiden, grind out all the time. Geometry Dash.
Knew that one was coming. Knew that one. I hated that game, dude. I sucked at it.
I love that game, but like it got so hard.
Yeah, I know. That's why I mean, like, it was so hard. It pissed me off. Like that was one of the only mobile games that really pissed me off because like I just sucked at it. With my next pick though, give me Doodle Jump.
Yeah. All right, I'll stay classic with you. Give me Cut the Rope.
Why am I like knowing these are the picture? Like I have it on my list. Like I'm crossing it off before you even say it because I knew you were going to say that.
Really?
Yeah. Like I did that with.
Okay. Well, I'm about to mix it up for you in this next pick.
With Crossy Road, Cut the Rope, and Subway Surfers. I like all did that. I knew you were picking those for some reason. With my next pick, there's a few I can go here. I'm gonna go with this is the game I play the most. Flow. Where you have to connect the dots and stuff.
Oh, I see you playing that. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to throw you off here, and I'm going to be very specific with this one because it requires me to. Madden Mobile 2016.
The good Madden.
Yeah, the good Madden. 2016 to 2017, really. Those are.
Oh, my God. That Madden Mobile was so much fun. 2016/17. All right. Give me Beat the Boss.
What's that?
You never played Beat the Boss? It's like a boss. You just beat his ass.
Oh, is it with you pick the weapons?
Yeah, like you unlock different weapons. You just kick that dude. Ooh.
All right. Oh, man. Give me BitLife.
Why did I oh my God, I played that all the time last year. How did I not think of that? I didn't even have that on my list. Dang. All right, if we're going new, give me Among Us.
Yeah, I had that on my list. Yeah, man. Oh, shoot. Okay, so this is actually really fun mobile game that I loved playing. I love playing the sandbox mode of it. Balloons Tower Defense.
Oh, what? Dude, I didn't even think of that one. Balloons Tower. That is a good one. Because I played that mainly on the computer, but I knew it was a big mobile game.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 2 I want to go here. This is my last pick. Well, no, I'm not going that. All right. This is another game I play all the time. Give me Tiny Tower.
Oh yeah, I knew you were gonna pick that too. Like, because he talks about it all the time. I've never played it. Actually.
I play it all the time.
Yeah,
I'm on my 3rd tower.
I don't even know what that means. Don't want to know. All right, this is my last pick, right?
Yeah.
Give me a game that just you can't even play it anymore. Flappy Bird.
Yep. Can't even play it anymore. I mean, you can play like the knockoffs, which are exactly the same.
Yeah.
All right. Team Mike, Clash of Clans, Jetpack Joyride, Pokemon Go, Temple Run, Hungry Shark, Doodle Jump, Flow, Beat the Boss, Among Us, and Tiny Tower. Team Nick, Clash Royale, Subway Surfers, Fruit Ninja, Crossy Road, Geometry Dash, Cut the Rope, Madden Mobile 2016/2017, BitLife, Balloons Tower Defense, and Flappy Bird.
Let us know who won in the comments.
I had so many.
And you know what? You know what's funny, Mike?
What?
I know people don't get this far because I never see any comments about our draft days.
No one gets this far.
Guys, you can skip to these segments, man.
Bro, this is our fun draft. Like, these are our fun segments.
Yeah.
But like, there was also Flick Home Run. The one, you know that one?
Yeah.
Then there was Mario Kart.
Yeah, I had Mario Kart Tour.
Dumb Ways to Die.
Dude, I wanted to pick, whenever you said Temple Run, I wanted to pick Minion Rush, which was just
dude, I remember that game was so much fun.
Yeah, and also I had where was it at? Heyday.
Oh yeah, Heyday. I didn't know this one was gonna count, so I didn't pick it. I picked the Pigeon Games.
Oh, just all of them?
Yeah, the Pigeon Games, the app, not the app, but like the add-on to this text.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that, honestly.
And I had Uno.
And I'm glad that we did. I'm glad that I didn't have to tell you this because I was worried about it at first, but I was gonna let it slide. Was like games like Minecraft and Fortnite that were on mobile. I was hoping that none of us would pick those.
Oh no, I mean I played them, but like I didn't love those. Those aren't classics to me.
Yeah, cause I mean, Fortnite mobile, that was fun. I wish they
Fortnite mobile, and then Fortnite and Apple got in a big argument.
I know. Dude, screw them.
That's how me and Chris used to play Fortnite together. And then we'd always win because I'd be on my PlayStation, but we'd have really bad servers because he's on mobile.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, those servers suck. But anyways, that's going to do it for the draft day best mobile games. We're going to head into our last segment here, the post game, where we're just going to thank you guys again for watching. And, we did talk about it just a second ago. Like, not a lot of people get this far. And if you did, we truly do appreciate you. I mean, what we're trying to build here at Against the Call is something great, and it's going to take you watching the whole video, honestly, to really get an idea of what we're doing here. And even if you skip to the post game, we still appreciate you for even clicking on the video and getting this far in. But other than that, man, just continue to support the OuttaPocket Sports, branches that we have all over the podcasts that are under us, and continue to support Against the Call, man. We're trying out here. We're trying our best to give you the best content available. Continue to subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. And if you don't, just tell your friends that you ended up watching us and you either liked it or don't like it. Who knows? Any publicity is good publicity. Yeah, Michael, what do you got to say?
Yeah, just keep spreading the word about us. Again, we try to give you the best content, and we give you discounts on things like SeatGeek. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing platform where you can, if you're going to like a concert, there's an Ed Sheeran concert coming up, want to get tickets, go to SeatGeek. You can get $20 off your first purchase using code ATC. If you're a little tired before you go into that concert, you can always get some W at www.w.gg using the code Against the Call in all caps for 10% off your next purchase. And and then buy our shirts too. That'd be nice.
Yeah, buy our merch. All right, that's going to do it for episode 46 of Against the Call. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.